Hello, I'm Andrew Wright. Welcome to this first of two lower level free samples of my Andrew Wright English courses. These will help you to be excellent in standard English. Hi everybody, and thanks for trying this first short sample lesson from my Andrew Wright English program. You can see here on my YouTube channel or on my andrewwrightenglish.com homepage that there are 6 of these 10-minute samples at 3 different levels. This is one of 2 at the lower level. If you find these 2 quite easy, try the 2 at the next level, the middle level. If those are easy for you, try the higher level ones. Actually, I suggest that everyone who visits here tries all 6 samples to get a good idea of what I'm offering. When you find the right level, it will help you to choose one of my courses, the one that is best for you. The full courses are coming to the website very soon. The first 6-hour introductory course will be online in July, and the second and third shortly afterwards. You may notice that I am speaking at quite a slow speed to make it easier for students at this level to understand me. But this may also help people who can understand quicker spoken English but need to practice their own speaking. Please listen to this next point very carefully if you are a lower level student. Don't expect to understand every word in the early lessons on the lower courses. It's quite normal and okay, so don't worry, be happy. Now also I want to make clear to you that the most important thing my courses will do, if you do what I say, is help you to speak English more clearly, so people will understand you much better. Look at my free introductory video for more on the importance of this. Yes, I will teach you grammar and vocabulary, but in my lessons, you and I will concentrate on your speaking. Please never forget this. I shall check you often by asking you, did you repeat that? Or have you practiced everything up to now? So, in fact, right now, I want you to go back to the beginning of this section and start practicing. Look at the printed lesson 2. Here is a reminder of the method. Listen to me say a sentence or up to the marker and stop the recording. Repeat what I said and listen to yourself carefully. If you have a tape recorder or smartphone, record yourself. Go back and listen to me again and compare with what you said. Repeat this as necessary or until you are more or less the same as me. Note, when I say more or less, don't try to be 100% the same, but get as close as you can to feel happy. Remember, at this level, I don't expect you to be perfect, and neither should you expect it. Don't worry, be happy. So, go back to the beginning and practice now. Right, have you practiced everything up to here? Remember, it doesn't matter what English you practice. Everything I say to you, absolutely everything, even this sentence, will help you to get better. Just before I bring in our first grammar topic, let me tell you that in my lower level courses, you will learn to use the 1000 most used words in English spoken language, as well as other ones. But that's already an exciting target. If you stay with me through to the higher level, you will understand how to use the top 3,000 most used words, which is 86% of the most often used language. An outstanding goal, I think. Now I'm going to give you a sample of the grammar teaching you'll find in the actual courses. It's about questions. Questions can really be put into two different types. We usually say they are either open or closed questions. Sometimes you want to ask a question which really has only two possible answers, yes or no. These are called closed questions. For example, do you love me? Hoping for the answer yes. But at other times, you want to ask for more information than just yes or no. So we have what we usually call WH words. These are who, which, what, where, when, why, how, and whose. I'm sure you noticed that how is not spelt with a WH, but we include it anyway for simplicity. It has a number of different versions. For example, how much, how many, how often, and lots of other examples using different adjectives, such as how hot is it in Rome? All of these are called open questions. So first, some closed examples. Number one, did they enjoy the film? The answer will be yes or no. Number two, don't you like wine? Answer will again be yes or no. Number three, has she arrived yet? Answer, yes or no. Is it raining? Must I go to bed now, Mummy? Are United playing at home on Saturday? That's about a football team, by the way. Have we enough time for a drink? Have you brushed your hair? Notice that all the answers are made with a yes or no. Of course, the person who answers can also add more information. But the basic question asks for a closed answer, yes or no. Now here are some open examples based on the same situations as before. Excuse me. First, which film did you see? I don't know because there are a number showing at the cinema. Why don't you like wine? Can you give me your reasons? What time does she arrive? I want to know when she arrives. How long has it been raining? We want to know how many hours it's been raining. Why must I go to bed, Mummy? The child wants to know the reason. Who's playing at home on Saturday? Tell me which football team is playing at its own ground. When does the train leave? I need to know if we have time for a coffee first. Where's your hairbrush? You need it so you can brush your hair. So notice that none of these questions can be answered with a simple yes or no. There must be an actual explanation and some detail. Now, an extra note. In all the closed questions, that's the first lot, you can see an auxiliary or helping verb to create them. These are little extra verbs which we have to use. Here are the most important or primary ones. To do, for example, did they and don't you in the examples. To have, for example, has she, have we, and have you. To be, for example, are, with the subject united, and is it with raining. There's also the verb must I, which is not a primary auxiliary verb, but a different type. But don't worry about these here at all. I'll teach you about them in the proper courses. There are also some other auxiliary verbs, which you'll learn about later too. Now remember, you must not try to understand all the grammar here if you are at the lower level. The only important thing now is to practice speaking and get the sounds right. In the courses, you will learn the grammar as your speaking becomes better. Right, that's the end of this short grammar topic. So now back to the beginning again and practice. Or have you already repeated and practiced everything? If you've repeated it all, you can have a gold star, or a chocolate, or something else you really like. And that is how you must continue if you want to get the very best from the AWE program. So we're now almost at the end of this sample of my lessons. And remember that the normal lessons are all around 1 hour in length. So you have a lot more material in each one. Each lesson has a number of topics in it, so you'll have a good variety of things to think about. As we often say at the end of something like this, I hope that you have found my first short sample of lower level AWE useful, interesting and enjoyable, and I also hope that you feel you will be happy to work with me on one or more of my courses. If this was a good experience for you, I look forward to helping you more soon, either on sample 2 here in the other free samples or on one of the complete courses. In addition, please don't forget to hit the like button down here, subscribe to my Andrew Wright English channel, and kindly tell your English needing friends about me. Many thanks for your visit and my best wishes for your future English. This was Andrew Wright presenting a sample lower level lesson from Andrew Wright English. And don't forget to copy, copy, copy right to the end. Again, thanks for watching and bye for now.